What is good? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We are back. For those that don't know, my name is Zari. And I am an entertainer. Okay? I'm an entertainer, entrepreneur. Guys, I am so excited. Particularly this stream today. Real sentimental shit happening right now. At least for me, I think it's very special. And I'm going to continue to make it a vibe as a Libra would be extra'd out on her birth month. And just we're always extra about our birthdays and all of these great things. So I'm truly excited because I'm an October Libra. I celebrate all of Libra season. So shout out to the September Libras that have had their birthdays pass. I hope you guys have had a grand time. Happy birthday to one of my friends today, B Glow, Brittany Godine, a baddie Libra, just so beautiful. I resonate so much. Like I feel like I'm a true Libra in a sense of heart. We love love. We care for people, but not the fake type of love. Not the delusional love that I think people try to convince is like unconditional. And I think true unconditional love and real love is honest. Real love hurts sometimes, and real, just gentleness, kindness. Libras, we're not looking for a problem, but we are defenders of the truth and justice. So I think this is why people just try to act like we're problematic, because they be trying to get over with things that they shouldn't be doing, and they can't do it in front of a Libra. So am I the drama? Am I the drama? So no, we're not. Bucky was a superhero. Damn, it just started. Buck, is you a superhero? You know what? I realize I'm not going to read your comments because, first off, it's too early anyway for me to be talking to your foolish self, because you're foolish, and I just need you to know that in the morning times. And my vibe is on peace. Like, I went to the gym. Let's not talk about what I'm doing. If you guys want to follow the journey about how my days go, I'm being like way more adamant on capturing the journey of my day-to-day on TikTok. Like, I feel like TikTok will definitely be where you can spend more of the day with me in a more like day-to-day style. What is good, Sebastian? Happy fucking Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're feeling good today. I hope your healing is going swell. I pray that joy finds you today, that peace is here. I pray that, everything that you are doing is blessed. And I wish that for everybody as well today. I'm so excited because, like I said, the day before October, I'm an October Libra, and tomorrow is going to be the start of. I'm always nice, and I just, I'm choosing not to call niggas dumb today, because that's what I realized. Like, for a Libra, if people want us to be nice, if we're being too honest, what it is that I just got to keep all my thoughts to myself. So don't think I'm not thinking it. I'm thinking it. But yeah, I choose to not go back and forth today. Self-preservation at its finest. Um, I've been learning self-preservation to the highest degrees of life. Anyway, so yeah, I this is my last entry into Libra season before the last one in my 20s. Like, oh my god, can we celebrate the 20s? Like, I'm 28, okay? I'm about to be 29 in 9 days. It's fucking diabolical. Okay, but I'm just gonna be excited about it because, like, I could panic. I will catch you guys up and fill you in on like how the records are going. I'm glad the recovery is going well. That's so good. Make sure we get some follows in the chat. If you guys are passing by, make sure you do that. Link in my bio to all of my socials where you can connect with your girl. Stay untapped, because from here, you guys, in the next 9 days, for the rest of my life, and I've already been committed to the journey, but foot on the fucking gas. A husband needs to find you. Praying that. Oh my God, let's talk about that. Look, I can't. See, I'm too ADHD. It's like I can't look at the chat until I'm ready, because my brain just starts going crazy. But like, I'm, fully committing. I'm like, it's a recommitment to myself entering this year of just the artistry, the branding, and everything else. And then as far as like, I have things that I know I want to improve, or how I know that the woman that I want to grow into needs to start incorporating in my day to day. More involvement with my niece and my nephew. That's one thing for me. Another thing is like, I have a younger brother that I have not met, and like, we will get into my life story another day, but I haven't met him. And I just feel like I have to clock that and be a bigger sister, because I was the youngest in my house. But anyway, right? Committing of just always staying in this constant flow of creation. Working on these last couple songs, being always in the studio, like you guys have been seeing. I have finally figured out what it is to constantly be an artist, like, not drop and then disappear and then come drop again. And it's so crazy, like with this Cardi B thing, like, and hear me out. It's weird synchronicities, but I don't believe in any mistakes. With Cardi, what's it called? Right? The last project I dropped was 2018. That was when she, period, my husband will find me, was 2018. And that was like when she had dropped her first project and won her Grammy that year. And that was that was my second project. So your sophomore project, I still have never dropped an album. I've only dropped EPs and mixtapes, okay? So I can't wait till the day where I'm able to work on like my first album. Oh, that's gonna be tea. Anyway, but it was giving like, yeah, like my sophomore album, like the first mixtape I created, that was just me venting, y'all. I was just like, I'm making a project. I was like, music has always been in my lineage. It's always followed me, like middle school, high school, like bitches push me into shit. And since they my friends, I'm like, fine, I'll hold a note. Y'all need it styled? Okay, I'll write the song. Like, I was just always being that. And it's so crazy because Brittany's birthday's today. She was in the girl group with me. Shout out Legacy Live. That is so tea. Nigga, I don't... No, I wasn't rapping. I don't have to drop a mixtape. I can drop a singing mixtape, okay? Leave me alone. I was not rapping. And if God blesses me to go to the Grammys this year, I'll go again, because I got to go to the Grammys this year. And so listen here. This is the shit I'm talking about, okay? And the synchronicities be working out in my head. Because why 2018? I was in my sophomore, phase of dropping my next project, of creating songs. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. Feeling good energy. Very, very inspired with the Cardi thing, and just loving and seeing a Libra doing and getting that, and someone that's authentic and being herself and all of that shit. Sebastian, you were throwing off my train of thought. This fucking nigga. Just so y'all could see the chat, bro. Because this man is just crazy. Anyway, so I'm like, she did that. I was super motivated then. But for me, my sophomore project, or the second project I dropped, whatever we call it, it was me like really like being like, okay, cool, this is the sound that's out. Like, I like this type of music, but let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'll pop shit. And as far as those songs and the music that I made, I love the songs, but it's just not totally my vibe. Like, when people come to my home and experience me like outside of being in public settings, It's almost might be a different person, and I blame that on the Libra. Okay, I have different versions of myself or different sides of myself. It's either high energy or low ass energy as fuck, and I'm like I'm a monk, you know, in my calm and in my peace, or I'm pressing someone's case. Like it's. I'm gonna give you everything. So that is something I've had to realize with myself about how all over the place I am with my personality. It's who I am. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a personality change because I'm very consistent in my morals, my integrity, and all that shit. But anyway, I was doing that tape to, you know, stylistically, you know, show that, yeah, I make this type of music. If you know me, I don't listen to rowdy music or trap things or very loud things. Like I like jazz instrumentals, slow songs. I haven't really consumed music the past 10 years and that sounds fucking batshit crazy, but it's actually true. I was not consuming, even with social media scrolling. So it's like, you'll know like a bunch of things in pop culture. Zari doesn't know. Zari doesn't know. And honestly, I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about that. Because, like I said, ADHD, so many goals, and I just be learning. I be in books. I don't be in other people's business. Like, I really, really, really could care less. Shut up, Sebastian. The past 10 years till now, I hadn't been consuming a lot of music, like listening to people's. No, that wasn't happening. Only Kendrick's. Only Kendrick's. Okay? And there's been some things I've heard that I've led into, like when Summer Walker project came out, yeah, I was on that. Another thing I could tell you, one thing, Lucky Day and Alex Isley. But other than that, like keeping up with what was going on, no, I don't. I don't. And how I look at it is like, it's no offense, but I'm an entertainer. I'm here to entertain niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to hang out with my friends and be a good time. But as far as like me looking at another entity for entertainment, I watch the Bad Girls Club. I will put that there. I watch baddies, you know, I watch podcasts. I like information that's going to help me learn and help me grow. So I'll listen to celebrity interviews, you know, artist interviews, execs, things like that. You get me? You get me? So, but the moment niggas start talking about, you're stupid. I don't know what they say at Magic City. Because first off, like, some of these movies I haven't even seen, and that's what I'm saying. We're not gonna go there. I'm over this nigga, and I know we got some new people on the stream. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're clicking the link in my bio and listening to my music because you know little do you know, but you'll get to know, and that's where I'm trying to explain because this is the day before October, so all about Zari. Okay, I'm really her. Duh. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I be on my own shit. I be on my own world. I do me. And I help others. So if I'm not like learning or, you know, educating myself, like I take life so seriously. I'm doing shadow work. I'm in my head. I'm over here. I wasn't consuming a lot of media because I just understand how media works. I understand how powerful music is. I understand how powerful what you consume is. I know how powerful the company you keep is. I know a lot of things. So once I figured that out in my early 20s, and I was like, I'm gonna end up like all you niggas. I'm like, I don't wanna be like you niggas. I don't wanna be brainwashed like y'all. I wanna love myself. I wanna get myself to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to beat capitalism. You know what I mean? I'm no, no. I went vegan. I was like, I'm not consuming nothing. Y'all not, nope. And because the thing about it for me as well is that, you know, I've been blessed to be born and raised in LA around all of what people from all over the world want to come to this city to be in the entertainment and all of these things. Like I've been around it forever. I know the people, the type of energies in it. And it's the one thing that I've always told myself is that, you know, and what I've been learning is that success is never going to be the one to do it for you. Like, it's just not. Because I've seen successful people And it's really like creating a type of balance. When we talk about Libra season, it's like you have to have a balance of life, of um, your inner work, your outer work, your physical, how your mind thinks in different categories of life, whether it's like home life, business, education, friendships, not platonic relationships, your finances, your how you think about, education, like how you love, how you hate. Like it's so much shit. This nigga's crazy. It's so much shit, right? Like I'm saying, like this whole balance, and you know, you have to balance those cups. I feel like people in the entertainment world, once they get in it, that's all you think about. All you think about, I gotta be lit, I gotta be this, my career. But what about your home life, your family life, your ancestors, your lineage? What about your money? What about your health? Like, what about your joys? Like, are you balancing everything? And the answer is no. Well, not the answer is no, but it's just that I've realized a lot of artists, because of how we are, it is hard to balance all of those things. And of course, our business. Could we talk about our business? And that's why I'm on this slow, I'm on my race. I'm on my race. That's why I don't consume stuff, because one, for the most part, I'll be very honest, as an artist in this industry, it is very hard. And, when you're constantly on social media and you're looking at others doing what you're doing, yeah, people prioritize a lot of people. That's true. So sometimes, like, life can be painful, when you're still feeling like you didn't get that opportunity, or you didn't do the thing, you didn't book the gig, like, or you didn't make the show, or you're not touring yet. Like, it's hard to consume all those things and watch others doing it. And it can make you feel really down. So, one thing about me, bitch, no. And I'm not a hating hoe. I can't hate on nobody, I can only feel happy for others and support and uplift others, which is another, you know, um, you don't come across that often in these industries. So for me, I just wanted to be a better person. Like, I wasn't gonna consume, um, I wasn't gonna watch. I wasn't gonna watch. I wasn't gonna live in pain. I wasn't gonna live in pain. Now I'm way more mature and way more grounded, and I trust God. Okay, big on the trust. Life without God is crazy. So I'm praying for all of y'all out there that is confused, because religion and spirituality can get tricky. I had that journey too, as to why from like 19 to now, the past 10 years, I've just been learning myself and discovering things like, am I religious? What, am I spiritual? Like, what do I eat? What do I like? Who the fuck is Zari? Who the fuck is Zari? You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, like, everybody want to act like they have it together. You guys are like 22, 21, 19. I was the same way. I thought I had it together. Like, honestly, I thought I had it together so much that I swore I would have had my millions by now. But it is okay, because while you guys are here, I'm going to put it out in the universe. This year, Zari, Forbes 30 under 30. Like, I'm about to turn 29 in 9 days. So this is the time for me to be focused, but trusting, like the early 20s, I was grinding like it was just me. You feel me? Like, I didn't have this partnership with God and know how to, be with the Lord. So it's like, yeah, I'm getting to my money. I'm doing my rebranding. I'm stepping into being all of the things and balancing it all. And I can do it. I could do it. And you could do it too. So I just want anybody that feels called, anyone that knows that they can, and it just hasn't happened yet, like, cut out everything. Cut out all the distractions. You don't need to be on social media. You don't need to be watching and supporting others right now. You need to be getting into your head, into your psyche, and seeing where your beliefs are, undoing them, and then pouring back into yourself. You get confidence from routine, you know? So the more that you put yourself in situations or do one thing every day, 30 minutes in the areas of where you're trying to grow, you'll fucking get there. On the topic of God, why they say I'm cancer free, by the way. I found out. I'm so glad you're cancer free. God is good. I knew you would be. You know what I'm saying? Because my God, he don't fail. He don't fail. Me and my people. He don't fail us. So good. So yeah, guys, I'm feeling good. It is, you know, I saw this post on TikTok and it was talking about how, yeah, I heard you were cancer free. I think you posted it on Instagram. I think yeah. You told me or you told social media. Ain't nobody having conversations about you. So yeah, I feel very, very good. I'm feeling like, yeah, you posted it on social media. Anyway, get this guy out of here. So, right? So, as far as like just everything. Today's Tuesday. It is another off day for your girl, but we're not off. We already went to the gym this morning. Get on my TikTok and see that vibe. And yeah, a lot of my content, as far as Twitch and TikTok, is going to be documentary style. I really want you guys just to, you know, get a little taste. And then I'm just very excited for all of the art I will be putting out. My new single out right now, If It All Goes Bad. I'm like actually really impressed with the streams on the song on Apple Music. So whoever's been doing that, fuck with you. Fuck with you heavily. It's very hard to do what the fuck you know. Actually, it's not hard to do what I do. It's hard to continue doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've learned to love myself. I already love myself. And that's why they mad. Am I being booted from the chat? I just put that shit on the side. Okay? Because ain't nobody trying to argue with you today. Alright? So I think you guys know I've kind of been going back and forth about if I'm gonna stay in my place or if I'm gonna move. And someone's telling me today to just look and see what's out there. I'm working on building my abundant mindset, and it's honestly been going so well because there's not a limit as to how better things can get. There's not a limit as to what doors can open up or what possibilities. You just have to like put yourself out there in a neutral energy. You know, you can't be like needing things to happen. Like I can't hold on like this anymore to things. I just like keep my hands open and I'm just like, all right, whatever happens, happens. And whatever happens, I'm going to be good. And whatever happens, it's working for me and it's supposed to happen this way. Clock it. How can a bitch ever fuck with you if that's how you think? How can a bitch ever fuck with you if when she start fucking with you, you be like, God, this was God's plan, bitch. God's plans was for you to fuck with me and you ain't fucking with me, so God sent you, bitch. Yeah, ho. Y'all hoes ain't fucking with me. And that's why they mad. And, you know, I'm glad. Because any hoe that tries, she's adding on to my wealth. Ah! She's adding on to my abundance, okay? She's adding on to my patience. She's adding on to how I handle things. She's adding up to how I show up. Like being a graceful queen, an unfazed queen is not automatic, baby. It takes practice. So every time somebody's trying you today, I want you to say thank you. I want you to say thank you. Because it's turning you into who you want to be for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at life, and that's why people can't stand a Libra. You shouldn't be getting booted from the chat. I ain't clicked no buttons. So, all right. We just need to come and grab. I lost my mind that quickly. I don't know what we coming and we grabbing. We got to get ready because we're taking my friend out. Shout out to my Libra Fong. Oh my God. She guys, if y'all look back, y'all was on a chat where I was like, I'm going to a birthday party, and I was like, I feel like he's gonna propose. He proposed. He proposed. He better have. I was gonna flip shit. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna get on that man's ass, and she was probably gonna be like, sorry. I was like, no, fuck out of here, bro. She been here too long. She been here too long holding it down. You better propose, motherfucker. And he did. And I'm glad he did. And it was funny because I missed it. I ended up, um, the alarm did not do a good job of waking me up. And after working overnights in all these sessions, y'all know, and I truly apologize. But God, God has his hand in everything. But he had texted me. He was like, Zari, where you at? Like, we was looking for you. Like, and then, Auntie Donnie, shout out to Auntie Donnie. I love you, Auntie Donnie. Auntie Donnie was there. And I haven't seen Auntie Donnie in a long time. And I was like, oh. So she was like, so he texted me. He was like, yeah, we at the crib, pull up. But I had just got to work. So it was given like, oh, Zari can still pull. No, Zari can't do shit. So I texted him back and I was like, damn, no, I missed it. I'm so sorry. I was like, I missed this nigga proposing. I was like, fuck. All he did was heart it, right? So, and still in my mind, I'm like, damn, I just said this to this man. And what if he didn't propose? I just made him feel very bad about himself. As he should. But he shouldn't because he knew. And he proposed. And everybody's happy. I'm happy as fuck for her. I love that. I love that for him. I love that for her. Things really do elevate in your life when you have the right people around you. So bless the beautiful couple. They're literally perfect for each other. Like, I love that shit, man. I love that shit. And I love this for her because, I know she loves him so much, what they've built, how much they have, supported each other and been on, in each other's lives on the journey. It's very beautiful. So I got up to grab something that I cannot seem to know what. Have I smoked weed? Oh, but anyway, so since I missed that, I'm taking my friend to brunch. I'm taking her to brunch. It's a fiance. So the fiance finna get a fiance brunch. You know what I mean? It's only deserved. Ugh. Love is so in the air. And that's the other thing I love about October and Libra season. Like, I just feel the shit. Like, I've been so kiki, like hee, like just like feeling so like, and honestly, I know I'm growing because I trust God so much. Like I said, you have to know where you're at mentally. Because like you can be setting yourself up. You could be making life harder for yourself than it needs to be by looking at things you can't handle, And I'm just the type like, man, if I'm over here a lonely ass bitch, you know what I'm saying? And I can't be watching all this shit because you might be a hater. And this is what people need to understand. Like, we're human. We have sometimes no control over when we're feeling like maybe a little jealousy, maybe a little envy. But you have an awareness to like check yourself immediately and not allow the feelings to make you start acting through those feelings and moving through those weak ass feelings. Because then you start moving like a weak ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just about sick of all the weak ass bitches in the world. Because it's like, just because you don't know how to, walk with your emotions and handle them and like work on them and comfort them and like, like be with yourself, like all parts of yourself, the good and the bad parts of yourself. Just because you don't know how to do that and now you out here interacting with people all dirty and shit is rude. And I don't appreciate it, And that's the one thing I keep my shit. Well, baby, I stay clean, spirit clean, energy clean, aura clean. But, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, no judgment. It would be nice if you guys would just, try to be more aware and actually do something about it. Baby steps, Sometimes removing yourself is the best thing that you could do to regulate your jealousy or your anxiousness or your insecurities, you know what I'm saying? And then like your mantras, the pouring into yourself, rebuilding. It's like rebuilding something up, and then you come back out into the world all new, and you wouldn't have been renewed if you didn't go through that hurt. So you know what I'm saying? Don't avoid the pain, baby. All right, so this hair lasts, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. What's goody? What is good? How are we doing today? How are we doing? Okay, so I really, oh, that's what the dots I didn't connect for you guys, right? So last project I dropped 2018, babe. Okay, that one's called the Zari Not Sorry album. Go check it out. It got some bops on there. You know, we thriving. You're not surviving. No, 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 no. I rebuke that. I rebuke that. You was alive, so you survived. You've already survived. Okay? Now you're thriving. You are blessed. The fact that you are alive is blessed. You've already survived. Give the rest to God. He'll figure it out. He will. He will. Okay? I need you. I need you. No, 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 no. That's the gift of the day. I swear, man. When we give the surviving to God, and like I said, I'm not saying for you to not be out here putting in your work. You know what I'm saying? I know you gets to it, so I'm proud of you. I know that's what you meant. You're out here doing what you're supposed to do, but give that surviving part to God. He'll slide for you. He'll slide. All right, so this phase, I'm like interested in seeing what the vibes are going to be today for this. I did need to go ahead and post something as well, but let's get into the beat. They can wait. TikTok can wait. But if you guys want to follow the TikTok, there it is. My new photos on Instagram are actually really tea. Yeah, of course. Anytime. Anytime. I have to remind myself daily. I'm so grateful. Because stressing isn't meant for us. God doesn't want that for his children. He got us. So he's just like, bro, that's what they want you to do. And that's exactly why earlier we were talking about, me and social media is like, I can't consume things, or I wasn't consuming things. Now I'm going to listen to music. I enjoy it. I never stopped enjoying it, but I love it. I'm going to start, keeping up with what's going on in the culture so that I can have a little bit more fun, because I did get a little bit uptight. You know what I mean? I was a little uptight, like, I'm like, you guys are not brainwashing my mind. I don't need any of you guys talking to me. I don't know where you're going in life. I swear, me and the obsession with being successful is actually, and I'm gonna say was, because like now it is so mentally damaging. What it is so bad. Yeah, man, it just makes you like obsessed with things that aren't yours, or getting to a certain place. And my thing is, I'm a driven, determined person. I'm always going to be driven and determined. That's just who I am. So I feel like that's where the overthinking comes in sometimes. Like, you can already have all of the qualities that you need to have. But now, like, that stress and the overthinking, and now you're overdoing, and you're not just like being, it's like entrusting and allowing and letting. It's like a whole, they're all connected. They're all connected. And that's what's really tea. That's what's really tea. So as far as right now, like, I've learned to just trust myself. Like, I can't even think about what I need to do. You know what I mean? Because I know what I need to do. Why? Because a bitch done read so many books, took so many notes, she's overthought the whole thing. Like, a bitch is on 10. Yeah. Libras thought about the beginning and the end, for sure. For sure, for sure. Okay. This time I got up for fucking what? I know. I know now. Tape. We're gonna do our lashes. Tape, tape, tape. It just helps a little bit. What's up? What is good? I'm gonna read what you said right now. Let me just tape these eyebrows up. Okay. So first eye we're doing is this one. What's poppin'? But the rare parts of it I love, and that's meeting genuine people. Exactly. There's so many good things of social media. And that's why it's just like you have to know your energy. Like I'm starting, and like I said, I'm young, so it's been all this figuring out. That's why I'm happy to be back on social media now, knowing myself, like you should honestly stay away from certain things until you're like, yourself, man, because then you're just going to be blown away with everything. You feel me? I'm doing good. How are you? I can't complain, like I just dropped a song. Okay, so go click the link on this stream. And my birthday is in 9 days. So currently I'm at a top tier place in my life. I'm at a top tier place and space in my life. Of course. Of course. Where are you guys from, Jasmine and Snaky? But yeah, I've been like, ooh. This gets serious. That's why I got quiet. Okay. So, oh yeah, I gotta finish telling you guys about that synchronicity with the Cardi stuff. And then I can move on with my life. So, the last time she had dropped was 2018, her first album. That was like my second project ever in figuring it out. So, that for me as well was in 2018. And I was like, okay, cool. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. This is the part that's weird, right? I then, like, I go to school. I moved back to LA. I went on a whole Houston journey. If you guys, oh, dope. I'm in LA too. That's crazy. What are you studying? In Virginia is dope. It's something in the water. It's something in the water. So, and in 2018, I was living in New York at the time too. So that's kind of funny. So I dropped the Zari Not Sorry project, and then I kind of like got on this thing about, at the time I was working. I'm always working. I'm working currently. I've entered entrepreneurship. I'm also an investor. I trade, but I gotta get proficient in my and I gotta get consistently profitable again, so that I can really utilize the trading how I need to. But it was just like, okay, independent artist trying to drop music. And I was working, managing a restaurant, 12-hour shifts, software engineer. Baddie, get it. right? I was like, oops, I'm like showing random things. What? You're in Maryland? Guys, I want to come back to the DMV. Go on my TikTok and go look at my story because I had just dropped this video of me when I was in the DMV of the only man that I fumbled in my life, and I'm not afraid to say it because the way I think about it. But honestly, I'm all about like if things are supposed to be, it'll be like if that man is supposed to be for me, he gonna come back and get me. He just gonna come back and get me, you know. I fumbled. It's okay. It's okay. Like it's fine. It's fine. Um, but yeah, like working a job, full-time job, managing a restaurant, no sleep, you know what I'm saying, and trying to be in the music industry and live a balanced life, it's difficult. It's still difficult. I still don't have no like I'm getting a grip, don't get me wrong. Oh, thank you, Beth. I appreciate your vibes. You know, I'm just out here. I'm just a fucking girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. But no, y'all should really check out my vlogs on the New York vlogs. It's just been a documentation series of the journey called my life, and it's crazy. Oh my gosh, guys! So I'm born in like Los Angeles. I'm an 818 girl, born and raised in the Valley. So I was literally like always the only black girl in my class. Or always went to school with like when there's like 3 black guys in the class. So when I moved to Texas and when I went to the DMV, and I was like, even when I visited Atlanta, right, like 5 years ago, I was like, black people? Like, first off, okay, yeah. I've been in certain areas in LA, there's a lot of black people, but not as much. Not as much in one area, okay? Like, you'll still see a mix of other cultures. You know, it is a melting pot here. But me seeing like my people, I was like, and oh, how fun! Oh my god, so many fine men, so many fun men. I was just like, I've been raised in the wrong state, and that's probably why, like, you know, black men, they like, I love black men. First off, I love men. First off, but like, I get a little nervous because I'm just like. I'm like, there's literally only like been 2 of you in my class at a time. You guys are making me blush. Anyway, oh my god, I saw this fine man the other day. I said, Jesus. I get scared. And I'm a confident person, but I get a little nervous. I get a little nervous. I guess that's a good thing. Yeah. Can you suggest me where to go out in LA? Where the black men are? Suggest me. So yeah, all that hustle and bustling, I ended up moving back home because I moved away like a couple of times. Only twice, just to come right back home. Okay. I know everybody wants the graphics. Look, once I tell you my music story. So, here's the thing. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. I'm not mad at it, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like you know, becoming a streamer is not on my list of goals. I'm just here for the fucking plot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm here for the plot. I'm here to engage with others, you know what I'm saying? To meet people as much as possible. But as far as, you know, Yeah, no, I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything. I don't want help with it unless it's for the free. And yeah, I'm not here for that. You know? And I honestly know how to do it. I do know how to do it. No, thank you. I don't want to see no folio because I know how to do it. I don't. I don't care to do it. You know what I mean? But yeah. So when I was living in New York, Cardi B dropping that, any Libra that hears her talk and her speak and her sharing her experience and everything like that relates so heavily. And it's because like there's this understanding of that, like what she be saying about what be happening in her is some true things is what happens with Libras, you know, or just within life. That could happen to everybody. So it's really not just subjected to a Libra, okay? It can literally be anything and anyone. But as far as like after she dropped that project, after I dropped that project in 2018, I wanted to focus on the bag. I was like, nah, 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 nah. I was like, if I'm gonna have any longevity in this game, I need to take a break from even dropping projects because these projects are literally getting however many views. You know, not really worth it. I was like, okay, let me get rich because I always know it's in the plans for me to be, you know, very a very profitable girly. I'm knowing that about myself. So I was like, all right, we got to get the profits first. I was like, money over everything. Money on my mind. And so I was like, okay, it's bag season. Like this is where my mind needs to be. This is what I need to do. This is going to be the best thing for my music career. And that's how I was saying it. The best thing for me to do is going to be step away and focus on this bag. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like Cardi, straight up in the strip club. I don't feel comfortable. I just wouldn't have felt comfortable. But if I felt comfortable with that shit, I would have been on that pole making these racks so I can pay for these visuals, pay for these looks. You know what I'm saying? Like do what I need to do as an artist, as an independent artist, especially as an independent one. It's giving go get that check. Please. Please. So that's when the investing journey started. I was teaching people how to trade and read the charts. I can still teach people how to trade and read the charts. Was literally considering opening that back up because even though I struggle to keep myself profitable, trading has to do with psychology. More psychology than it is knowing the charts. And then yeah, it's about you. So this girl, God has properly by his grace has held back the timing in which my finances just rocket forward because there was so much I need to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm still only 29 and everything that I've just learned in this past 2 years, oh yeah, really showed me like, God, yeah, thank you. Because I was unemployed for 3 years and I was self an entrepreneur, like just making my money, doing my trades, opened a business. I was doing good. I came back to LA to expand that business. And even while that business was running, something happened. What happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. I got distracted. I got money distracted. I was like, well, I've made it. I've made it. And what has made it? For me, freedom. 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 It can make you call it. It was calling, baby, and I was free, bitch. I didn't have to answer to a motherfucker soul. Okay. But God is a good God. He'll give you what you want. He'll give you what you want. But I truly believe everyone has a calling on their life, and things that they're supposed to do, like marks that they're supposed to hit while they're here. And I believe God's gonna make you hit the marks. Even if you feel like you wasn't focused on what you're supposed to do and not doing what you're supposed to be doing, I don't believe in that. For real. So I was just out here dilly-dallying. I was going to different countries. I was traveling. Oh my God, I seen the world. I was crying. I was splurging. I was still in the gym. No, no, no. No, I know. You saw how she came up in here. You seen how quick I was? I said, no, 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 Jasmine. No. I don't want what you're selling. This bitch made me think I had a new friend in the city and shit. And then she talking about, oh, hey, I have a suggestion. Like, that's so manipulative. Like, I'm glad you peeped, because I ain't fuck with it either. I was not fucking with that. At all. You feel me? It was rude. It was giving very much fake. Very much. Spirit. Yeah, it's so weird. It's just going to make me stop talking to these people. Because like I said, I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for music. I'm here to make music, and I'm here to uplift others and give good energy. But as far as like setting up the stream and doing all this shit, like no, it doesn't serve. Sorry, someone was calling me. I'm way more interested in other things that I be doing and pouring into, which is like, you know, like my art, my music. I produce all my music. I mix, I sing, you know, I write, I have a brand. I like graphic design. I like all these other things. Twitch, I get it. I love y'all. W's in the chat. You know, we will get better at it once, you know, things expand for me. But shit, this is the best I got. I don't know what the fuck you want. Period. Okay. Open wide. Know you're thirsty. Say ah. Oh, you do music? Yes. You please do tap in. That's fire. That's fire. What are you into? Like mixing, producing, rapping, or playing? That's fire. There is literally like no type of formula to how I just dropped these lashes on my eyes. And honestly, I'm not even mad at it. Like, it's not giving cat eye, it's just giving lashes on a face. And I'm cool with that. Cause the way that time is getting so beside me right now is crazy. I don't even give a fuck. Look, get some 12s in there. So way that Jasmine girl interrupted my story. I'm gonna finish this story right now. Right now. So anyway, yeah, I came back I was living, just being an entrepreneur, like just living. I don't know. I just had money. I could pay my bills and I could go and do what I want when I want to. You know, how boring is that? That's what people don't understand about people that don't have financial issues, or even if you don't have financial issues, but you're financially sound, you know, you don't think your money is not on your mind. You don't have to think about it. It's just like, if you don't have another purpose or something else calling to your time, or that you do, or an outlet, like, or some type of purpose, because you can have hobbies, but if you don't have enough, or if you don't have any hobbies and you have no type of purpose, oh my God, life feels crazy. And just at one day, it's all going to get old, and you're just going to be like, so what did I come on earth to do? You're like, I'm like, the things have no meaning. The things have no meaning. It's all meaningless. You know, it really is. It really is. Even with me doing music, like, I'm going to know, and not to put that above anything, you know, because things are going to go wrong. Things are not always going to be like smooth. But I mean, it's just like, what am I going to cry about it? Like, I don't know. I have a programming of just gratitude. I'm grateful for life, and we should stay there with it, because everything else is really just made up. And so, how do you want to feel while you're here? Feel good. Trust God, because He will show up. Like, things that you think is like not going to work out, or things that you're like, oh my God, I need to put my energy on this. No, give it to God. Darn it. I can't stress that shit enough. I'm so thankful, and I know God's going to continue from here, now that this is going to be like the basis of how I operate. So it's only about to get more blessed and blessed and blessed and blessed, and I'm thankful for it. So yeah, I was enjoying life. I was like doing good enough to where I can do anything I want to do when I want to do it, and go and move how I need to move. I wasn't like making too much, but I was making enough. But then I got an opportunity to expand my business, and I was like, oh, I'm about to be rich. Like, I was like, okay, I did it. Like, I accomplished the goal. I was like, I've accomplished the goal. I'm about to be. Oh my gosh. I honestly, no. But what I was gonna do, like, I had got a property in Beverly Hills that I was gonna do home share. Oh my God. I'm thinking about it now, like, I would have been a fucking mess. I would have been a mess if God hadn't of like took me the route He took me. Oh my God, I would have been so far from aligning to what the purpose and the point of my life is. And that's not what I'm here to do, you know? So yeah, I made a bad investment, basically. The first one I've ever made in my life. And that took all my funds. All of it was gone. And honestly, it's okay. Because my bounce back is crazy. Like, this is maybe like the second time I've ever like fumbled a bag. The first time was totally not my fault. I didn't have financial knowledge. So then the second time was me like having overly financial knowledge, just me really being like, I'm doing this shit. Da, 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 da. And then this time it was like, God is like, you do nothing without me. Like, everything has to give God all of the glory. And not saying that I was ever an egotistical person, but it was just going to be very unhealthy for me if I didn't start recognizing and having this relationship with God and leaning on Him, trusting Him. Like, my mind and the anxiety of being the serial entrepreneur that I am and wanting to do so much, and it was all put on myself. So it was like, no. God was like, look, let me show you something. I'm going to take it all away. But, and He took away a lot of things, man. He took away, like, one of my friends passed away. He didn't take him away, but he's still here. But it was like, dang, who understands me here on this plane? And God is just like, even though God is unseen, and that's what's really hard about being human and learning how to build your spirituality, is that there's, even though you don't see it now, you don't see how you're going to get to the vision. You don't see it. You're just like lost. But there are things working, and the energy very much so is, even though the money's not in my bank account right now, I'm a billionaire. I'm a millionaire. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, so now I'm so grounded in knowing my worth and knowing who I am and knowing who God is and how he moves for me, that now with my businesses and all the work that I do, it's not that I've slowed down anything, but if anything, I've just stopped thinking and stopped stressing, and all that extra weight is given to someone. So now it's like, yeah, I can handle this. I can handle even more than what I've thought. You singing, rapping, DJing, producing, breakdancing. Hell yeah. Oh man. Yeah, but labels do nurse with a joy for me, and only recently made peace with it, but I don't think I'll ever get back to this point. Yeah, I feel you. I'm sorry about that. That's why another part of why my journey has been so great, and so impactful is that being raised in LA, I know exactly what you're talking about. I hate it. I don't like it. My dad, he's been in this industry. That's the part of it that he hated. He didn't like, is why he stayed away from it. My grandmother, I'm thinking it's the same with her. There's so many other factors with this industry that it's just like, you'd rather not. And even for myself, like, at times I'm like, no, I can't do this, but it's just like, no, I could do anything through Christ. Like, God has a plan, and I see it so clearly, and I'm like, and also because this industry, really what it does, it makes you really, because of how many evil vibes is in there. You know what I'm saying? Just very low vibrations, just all the hurtful things in the world that just can try to want to break a person's spirit down. Just everything an artist has to deal with, or musicians have to deal with, and then all of these things. But I honestly feel like it is maybe what God has blessed me with to build me into this woman that I know I am and I want to be, and it's just making me, because I'm going to win. That's the thing. And maybe that's why God put me in this battle and me in this industry, because at the end of the day, y'all picked the right one. You know what I'm saying? And I realize, like, my family, our one thing is we flighty. As soon as we out of here, bitch, we ain't doing none of that. But this industry, because I know how, like, how meant it is for me, because it's been in my lineage so much, and then everything in my life has just been like, no, they're like this, and I'm just like, okay, well, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. I know that, I'm here to make a change in all of this, basically, is what I'm saying. I'm here to make a change in the world, because honestly, like, I love people so much, and this industry has fucked with so many people, and so how I feel about it, I'm just like, okay, well, come fuck with me, because I'm gonna come defend everybody, like a Libra does. Like a Libra does. Like, and even in the most recent years, like, I'm sick of seeing even creatives, like, they fuck each other. Like, it's the most craziest thing. You guys need to be helping each other, not taking from each other. How the are y'all supposed to get to the goal? Like, shit is really just twisted. Anyway, don't take me there. But just know my body is like that. My body is very much so like that. So I know this is chest. And I know that God's going to do something great through me. Because as far as, like, all of that sinister shit that be happening in the industry, my heart does not operate that way, And so that's the hardest thing for me, is that how do I stay in a world that is literally like the opposite energy of me? And why would I be there? But it's because I'm a change maker, baby. And I'm here to make a change. Anyway. So yeah, I got money focused. Then once I was financially stable, secured, freedom had, I needed to be making more music and doing that. And I was attempting Don't get me wrong. But in the attempts, in the opportunity to move back to LA, I moved. That shit shut down. It got real crazy for me for a second. But then God showed his face and his grace. And now, because of going through that and seeing how he moved in such miraculous ways, oh my God. And I've seen him move in other people's lives like too many times. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him move in my mother's life, my brothers, everybody, my sisters, mine. Like, I have favor in my life, and I just had to really like accept that. Sometimes you just gotta accept it. You're that bitch. Like, excuse me, or you're really hurt. And that's where I'm currently at. I'm really like that. You know what I'm saying? I am. You know, and I'm cool with that. So yeah, I'm embracing the fact that I'm blessed. I'm embracing the fact that God has ordered like a clear path shot for me. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just enjoying my life, and that's why you can't be fooled. God is in energy. He is a being that is unseen. So that's why it's like, while you're seeing all this shit happening in real life, don't be fooled, because there's things you don't see that's really popping off like top tier shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I'm not moved. Me being moved, slim to none. None, ho. Y'all ain't moving me. Now, don't confuse me saying something as being moved. Those are two different things. These hoes be confused. Libras don't care. Just because we said something, caring? Y'all, I don't think no one will ever understand that those two things are not the same. Because other times we'll be like, well, why'd you say something? Well, you obviously cared if you had to mention, like, that whole trap of stupidity. Y'all don't get it. And I don't think we can explain it. So, yeah. So I'm here. Um, God taking away everything else. It was because, in my opinion, my humble opinion, he wanted me to focus on my gifts and my talents, not me chasing the outside things and chasing the money and chasing the, the sound and how I'm going to present. Like, no, he's like, bro, I've given you a gift. I just need you to go to your piano and make your songs and do that consistently. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get to the goal by doing like plan A, B, and C. But that's because I'm calculated. I know that A, B, and C is not necessarily, I'm only on one plan B. I only have an A plan. But chapter 1, 2, and 3 might not look like the thing. And God was like, no, I'm not fucking with that. He's like, I'm not fucking with that. I'm here to use my voice and make music. Like, I don't know what else. Or just to use my voice, like, to be out there with people, like, talking, engaging, creating, though, mostly. Like, I can't be just catching flights and, being a good person to people in the day. And he's like, you got to do more than that. So I got a scholarship, full ride scholarship, 1500 Sound Academy. I started working there. I had got a job. I hadn't had a job in 3 years. I slowly got myself up off the ground. I had support, random support, not the support you would think. And God started moving in ways. And from the past 3 years, the fact that I've built myself up to where, like, it's impressive. It's impressive. And God gets all the glory. Because I really just leaned on him. I lean on him. I can't take on stress. And I know there's no point of taking it on, because I was at the level of bottom, bro. And stressing does nothing to help. So it's just like those worries, I just hand them away. Doubt, I just hand it away, and he makes ways all the time. So right about now, it's like after school, I had dropped a single. I had dropped another single. Then my birthday came up, and I had this brilliant idea, because I've always thrown events. I love, I like to get with people. What? And I like to be running shit. I don't want to go to the event and then someone else's event. I want to go to my event. I don't know. I like to feel like, even if I'm hanging out, I want to feel like there's a reason I'm there. You know what I mean? So throwing events gave me a perfect reason to be there, at the event. Because I swear to you, like, if I'm not working towards getting to the goal, like that Forbes shit, and my success is really, really seriously. Like, taking care of my mother and my father is so serious for me. You have no idea. And I've always been like this since I was like 5. It's weird. But now I let it go. God takes care of them, and I'm just a girl. Yeah, I went to school and stuff. I dropped like 2 songs. Try For Me, go stream that. And then I dropped another one, but still wasn't doing as consistently as I should have been. I've been helping others with their project, being a teacher assistant, throwing events, creating platforms for others. That I know in the end of the day, I was like, when I'm doing my music, all of these things will work for me. I'll have a community, I'm doing these things, but it's just like, no. No, no, no. No ho, no ho, no. No ho, no ho. And that's where the part of, the artistry and the confidence and the self-sabotage and the, kind of like not, you're not like paying attention to yourself. And that's where the Libra, we start pouring into others to like avoid us. And then it's like, why? And then all this shadow work of being like, damn, okay, I'm afraid. Because I'm not afraid. I'm like, damn, you might be low-key afraid of disappointing, afraid of all the pressure, afraid of, now I have people working with me, afraid of failing them, afraid of, oh, okay, now I'm going to drop a song. You know, like now I got all the tools, like now you got to do the thing. Oh my God. But yeah, giving that fear to God too. Giving it all to God. And then you're just like, it's a lot. So I was just like, nah, fuck all that. We doing this. I'm not gonna keep on uplifting others to do the shit and then me, because then I'm a hypocrite. I can't be telling people, don't be scared, you just gotta do this, just do it, you gotta, and I'm scared. I will lead by example. I'm always here to inspire, uplift, encourage. A bitch need to do that for herself. So I had been known, let me tell you this, that I was going to drop this song called Lose It that I had made in school, self-produced, mixed, mastered, but the mix and master I'm dropping is not by me. It's going to be by Precision Sound, okay? But I was like, I'm dropping this on my birthday, or a project on my birthday. I'm dropping a project on my birthday in October, and I kept saying this all year. I was always going to do it. I had this plan 6 months before Cardi announced you feel me? Is she the drama? But the fact that me and my Libra 6, it took us 7 years. 7 years. And the songs she's dropping, for me, because I'm a Libra, like I said, birthday October 8th, is like fueling me. It's fueling me. Because, yes, I feel played with. I've been played with. People be playing with me. And they fucking with the wrong one, because I'm really slow sometimes. I'm a valley girl, so sometimes like the disses you bitches is sending is going over my head top. Yeah. I'm missing it, bitch. Yeah. That dig missed me, bitch. Yeah. It hurt. Nobody feel it. Not me, ho. I'd be like, well, I was too slow to receive that diss. People like the lack of love back. Yeah, nah, it's not lit. What else? The shade got me scratching my head. It's the disrespect. People just want to try to disregard me. I hate being ignored. That's what it is. And I feel like people try to ignore. Trying to ignore me, ho, bitch. When I'm all over these screens, ho, y'all, I'm gonna be very hard to ignore, ho. That's what y'all want to play. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like Cardi B, because she been sitting quiet, we don't say much. We just let y'all do. Mind my business, helping others out. Hey, smile. And then weird stragglers, the fucking shade. You just be seeing shit or you don't be seeing shit. You're like, bitch, wasn't out there for you. You not here. I just be confused as motherfucker. I just be sitting there and I don't be saying shit. I be taking it. I be taking it to the heart. And then I'm hurt. Oh no, I'm not getting hurt this year. I'm not getting hurt this year. I'm not getting hurt this year. I'm not holding back on you bitches. I want all these bitches dead. I want all these bitches' heads. I want everybody's head. And I'm not gonna lie. Not like that. But because like you guys know I wasn't watching stuff I'm not a judgmental person. I don't compare, I don't compete. I'm an athlete though. Like I am very much so a hard work determined person. And I was recently thinking like, why don't I allow myself to be competitive? Like why not? Why don't I play? Cause they ain't gonna like when I play, cause I'm a winner. That's why. That's why I don't play. That's why I don't play. Cause I'm very competitive. And I win. I like to win. I win. I for sure win. And I'm like, you know what? I think that's me trying to avoid having that was a mistake, especially in this cold cut industry of the music game. That was a mistake. This is a sport. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It is a sport. And honestly, this is my sport of choice. I was grown up an athlete, and the one thing I was leaving out of this was the competitive part. But now I'm in the game. I've already been in the game, but I wasn't playing with that type of mentality now. But now I don't even know what to say. I won't even say it because like I don't even like talking, bro. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. I don't even like talking like this. I don't even like talking about how no, watch me. Watch, just watch. So if you're not following me on the socials, the TikTok, the YouTube, catch me before it's caught. It's about to be catching fire in this bitch. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Because I love the art too much. I love people too much. The game needs me. We got to bring heart-centered people back into all industries, into all companies. You know what I'm saying? I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I believe it in hospitality and the service industry and the motor industry in the departments of health industry. Like we need more heart in there. We need more integrity. We need more love. We need more patience. We need more kindness. We need more people that have done their self work and is not projecting. Like it's one thing for it to be an accident, but for you to be out here like dirty is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm nowhere near done with this hair, but it's okay because I have a shoot later. I'm going to brunch. I have the lashes on, so lashes for me for brunch is actually perfectly tea. We will do the baby hairs, but I honestly, guys, I've been on this thing for a long time. And I'm thankful because it's been a great time. I'm glad we got a new friend in the chat, Snake Eyes Jay. Shout out to Jay because Jasmine was a fake. All right? Jasmine was a fake. And Jay, the one thing I ask, or the two people viewing the stream, is that you listen to my new song and you DM me on Instagram to let me know if you hated it or if you liked it. And you can give me your honest opinion because I really want to know. But the name of the song is If It All Goes Bad. If it all goes bad, I'm responsible. Posted on Friday, claiming I'm the reason that you two are not the same. Yeah, go listen to that. And then hopefully soon I'll do a story time about that. About that mess. But okay, guys, I love you, chat. It's your favorite Zari. And we have 25 followers. So I'm going to Costa Rica for my birthday on the 8th. And so I think I'm going to do the 24-hour stream in Costa Rica. I think that would be fun. So yeah, join the vibes. YouTube, I'm on YouTube. I love you guys. I miss you guys. Remember, my first streaming journey started there. And I just thank everybody for following the journey, for tapping in with your girl. But go stream my new song, bitch, because